Hi, I'm Michael Murata, and you're watching What Would Michael Do? The other day, I posted a photograph of something I made on Facebook, and it featured anchovy mayo, which I made myself. And several friends said, can I please have the recipe? So this week, I'm going to show you how to make anchovy mayo at home. Because we want to achieve that creamy thickness that is mayonnaise, you need to emulsify this recipe. And you can do that in a processor, a large one, but if you have a tiny little one like this, it's really what I recommend. I love this, I use it all the time. The list of ingredients is short and couldn't be simpler. You're gonna need 1 egg, some dried mustard. You could use a little bit of Dijon or regular mustard if you want, some salt, a couple of anchovy fillets, some lemon juice, 1 clove of garlic, and a cup of oil. Because the anchovies have such a strong taste on their own, you don't need to waste your really good olive oil on this. So I'm actually using a half a cup of regular vegetable oil and a half a cup of standard olive oil, nothing special. Well, let's get started. I am going to first put my anchovies in. No need to chop them up. I actually rinse these because they're packed in oil and salt, and I want to take some of the saltiness away. I'm starting with 3 anchovies. For your first time around, I would recommend going light until you decide how many anchovies you like. 1 clove of garlic. I'm just going to quarter that. Again, it's going to get chopped up in that processor real quick. 1 egg. A 1/4 teaspoon of dried mustard. I'm using Coleman's. You can also use Grey Poupon if you have no dry. Also a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and just a splash of olive oil to get us started. I'm going to pulse those first ingredients just to get them mixed up, chopped up, and get the recipe started. Now you can see that these Cuisinart tops have tiny little holes in them. That's for doing exactly what we want to do now. While we are pressing down the button to keep the blade rotating, we're going to slowly add the olive oil until it's all incorporated. Once all of that olive oil has been added, we're going to just look at it and give it a test and see that, oh, look at that gorgeous creamy consistency. This is when we're going to add our lemon juice. A nice bright tangy freshness. And we're going to give it at least another 15 to 20 seconds. And that really is all there is to it. Let's take a look at this. You see how thick and creamy that is? That's the consistency we're looking for. Oh, that is so delicious. And it is the perfect complement to grilled steaks, to grilled lamb. It's delicious on salmon. I actually put a coat of it on salmon before I broil it, and it's spectacular. You can use it as a crudité dip. The picture I talked about earlier was a shrimp cocktail that I made, and instead of traditional red cocktail sauce, I used this to dip it in. It was sensational. I highly recommend it. Try some anchovy mayonnaise. You can do it at home. Running out soon? You got an egg and some oil, a little bit of mustard? You can do it. Store that delicious creamy goodness in an airtight jar. You keep them, don't you? I know I do. Put it in the fridge. When it gets cold, you'll really be able to taste the delicious flavors that we've added to it. I might use this tonight on a little crab cake appetizer. Try it. You'll like it. This is a perfect time to share and subscribe. Subscribe. It's the perfect thing to do. Let other people know what you're doing in your kitchen. They'll like it too. Thanks for watching. Anchovy mayonnaise.